I'm worried for Justin Gaethje at UFC 313. What's up, boys? We're back. We're back. 2 back-to-back uploads, but UFC 313 just got announced at 311 last night. Alex Pereira versus Big Ank. Finally, Magan and Goliath getting his title shot. Sucks to see. Sucks to see. It does make sense, though. It makes sense, unfortunately. He's deserved it for a while. And then the co-main event, Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje. I'm going to be honest, the co-main event does not really feel like a co-main event. It feels more like a featured fight, but then it may just be showing how spoiled we are lately. I'm not here to talk about the inside foot battle, but if you guys do care about that, I don't care, leave. But we're going to be predicting the fights on this card and making our own fights for 313, so let's get straight into it. The featured fight of the night, which has not been announced yet, I got Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley. Straight into it. Joaquin Buckley coming off a tear, killing Colby Covington. And it's the return of Usman in the same arena, same place that he beat Tyron Woodley all those years ago to win the title. He hasn't fought in Vegas in about 6 years. I think it was against Colby Covington in that first fight. So the last time both of these guys fought in Vegas, it was against Colby Covington. So peak storytelling. And Buckley, like I said, he has fought in the Apex a lot, which is Vegas. He's been to Vegas. He knows it. And this fight does make sense ranking-wise. It's a really good fight. Buckley's been calling out Usman for I don't know how long now. Usman doesn't seem too interested. Like, buddy, you need Buckley more than Buckley needs you, buddy. You have not fought in the welterweight division since 2022, I don't think. In his last fight against Combs, that was at middleweight. And it could have been a draw. I don't care what you say. Maybe it was. I don't really know. But it's a really good fight. Like I said, I'll be interested to see how good Usman actually is now, because we don't know. It's been so long, and we'll see how his knees hold up, because he has no knees. We'll see how good Buckley is. Maybe Buckley's just beating these old heads like Stephen Thompson, like Colby Covington, like Vicente Luque. Or, I mean, I guess Usman is technically an old head now. But we'll see how good Buckley actually is. It's a good fight to make. Like I said, it makes sense ranking-wise. I'd love to see this fight. I think Buckley would get it done. So that's my featured fight of the night. Then we're going to go to the second fight of the night. This is going to be a controversial fight. Don't hate me for this. Mario Batista versus Chito Vera. It's the only fight that makes sense for Mario Batista. Not really. If we're talking about up the rankings, the only person who's free is Chito Vera. I wanted to give Mario Batista a fight since he is from Vegas. He hasn't fought since 307. He didn't take much damage in that Jose Aldo fight. Whatever you want to say about him, he's annoying. I don't like him either. But now maybe Chito Vera can piece him up. Like I said, Mario Batista is from Vegas, and it's the only fight that made sense. He was free. He's untested, really. He really is untested. Jose Aldo is his best win, and he didn't really do much in that fight. Maybe you can say it was a robbery. I don't really know, but we're going to see what Chito can do. If Chito Vera finished his last fight against Jan, he got beat by Jan. And I'm probably going to favor Mario Batista in this fight. I don't know, man. Mario Batista, his fights before that Jose Aldo fight didn't look too bad. But no, everybody forgets, man. Everybody forgets. People forget. And the first fight of the night, I do have Grant Dawson versus Bruno Darash. The UFC said they were going to take care of Bruno Darash. So this, I don't really think you can consider this taking care of him, giving him an unranked fighter, but still, Grant Dawson called up Bruno Darash last night, and they kind of canceled Bruno Darash's fight. So I don't know if they will have him fight an unranked fighter, like I said, but Dawson called him out. I like that fight. They have their history, I believe. I think Dawson wins that a row. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I do think Dawson wins that a row. Dawson's a great fighter, and what he did last night was probably the two best fighters, unranked fighters fighting, and he won that pretty clearly. So Grant Dawson's a great fighter. He's one of those wrestlers who just smudge you. He's a pretty boring fighter, but you can't hate it. He's a fun personality too. He's not like he's just an NPC dude. He's a nice guy. So those are my predictions for the rest of the card. I'm not going to talk about the prelims, because do you guys really care about the prelims? We're going to talk about my predictions for the fights that we actually have booked. Let's talk about it. Alex Pereira versus Magan and Goliath. If you're here for me to talk about the inside and outside foot battle, that's not what you're going to get. Go look at Lucas Tracy's video for that. So this fight, Alex Pereira, the striker who knocks out everybody, and Magan and Goliath, who I guess you can call him a grappler. His grappler isn't even that good. His grappling isn't even that good. That's a hot take, maybe. Magan and Goliath just has decent wrestling in a division where no one has wrestling, so that's what makes it look so good. And he's Dagestani, which people kind of think any Dagestani fighter has good wrestling, which is not the truth. So Magan and Goliath, he has good wrestling. I'll give him that. Maybe he does. And Alex Pereira is a black belt in jiu-jitsu. You can say what you want about that. Maybe it's not a real black belt, because they give black belt to anyone these days, but you know, Glover Texture is Alex Pereira's coach. Last time we seen Alex Pereira truly tested in the grappling department was against Jan Blachowicz, and that was, 2 years ago? So he's definitely had time to improve his grappling. I'm not here to talk about the inside foot battle, dude. Alex Pereira does look dangerous. Alex Pereira has the potential to knock out Magan and Ankalaev, especially considering that Magan and Ankalaev has said that he's going to try to strike with Pereira. Like, what an idiot. Anyone who's ever tried to strike with Pereira has got knocked down. Alex Pereira probably beats anyone in the UFC in striking. So, if he keeps his word, which he kind of did in that Rakic fight, we didn't really see him use his wrestling that much. If he does try to strike with Alex Pereira, you know, Alex Pereira is going to win. But if he does mix in a takedown now and then it's going to be a closer fight. And I still think Alex Pereira wins, dude. Magomed Ankalaev's grappling is not the best. And, you know, I can see him mixing in a couple takedowns down there. I don't think that Alex Pereira is going to knock him out. Hear me out. I believe that it's going to go to decision. Probably a pretty easy 3-2 for Alex Pereira. Alex Pereira going to get it done. And it's going to finally stop people hating on Alex Pereira for dodging this man. He's not dodging him, dude. I mean, maybe he is. I don't know. But I don't know what's going on behind the scenes. I just can't see Alex Pereira really dodging him. And I think Alex Pereira wins this fight. I think he's going to shock a lot of people. He's going to show people that his takedown defense is actually really good. So, yeah, Alex Pereira, I have winning that fight. Not by knockout, by decision. And the co-main event, let's talk about it. Dan Hooker versus Justin Gaethje. That's probably the main point of this video. That's what the thumbnail is. That's what the title of the video is. Oh, I'm worried for Justin Gaethje. Justin Gaethje. I'm an AZ boy. He's an AZ boy. We're related pretty much, man. Justin Gaethje, man. Justin Gaethje got chinned in his last fight brutally by Max Holloway, dude. That was one of the most brutal knockouts I've ever seen. I don't know how good Justin Gaethje's chin is, especially since his fighting style relies on his chin. His fighting style relies on bringing a brawler, blitzing randomly, and he can take those big shots. And I don't know if he can do that anymore, dude. I honestly don't know if Justin Gaethje can do that, especially getting slumped. He was out cold for a couple seconds, dude. Dan Hooker, obviously having a second resurgence of his career. He looked good in that Gamrot fight. He looked really good, dude. And both of these guys are brawlers. Obviously, it's gonna be a brawl. It's gonna be a really good brawl. I said that it was a really featured fight worthy, but that doesn't mean it's not gonna be a good fight, dude. I love this fight. I'm a fan of this fight. I actually predicted it before they actually booked it. Justin Gaethje versus Dan Hooker. You know, I don't really know. I don't really know how to judge this fight, how to predict this fight, because Dan Hooker's striking is elite. Justin Gaethje's striking is elite. Both of these guys are strikers, so we shouldn't expect to see much groundwork here. And I think it just comes down to, is Justin Gaethje's chin good enough? Is it still up there? Or is it, maybe we could just see him have a great chin like Yuri Prochazka kind of last night after getting knocked out twice. Yuri didn't really even have any problems with that chin. Maybe I'm considering chin too much in this fight, but I'm scared for Justin Gaethje. I mean, Dan Hooker hits hard. Dan Hooker isn't just some patty puncher. He knows how to hit you, and he's a brawler. Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker will be a war, and I'm still gonna go Justin Gaethje because I'm biased. I'm really biased. And this isn't even much of a prediction. It's just me just yapping about how much I want Justin Gaethje to win. I think Justin Gaethje can do it. His combos, maybe we'll see a more patient Gaethje. It's just he never got going in that Max Holloway fight. Obviously, he broke his nose, I think, in the first round. And well, who did he fight? He fought Dustin Poirier before. That's how quick one fight can change your reputation, dude. He knocked out Dustin Poirier. I think it was the second or first round. He knocked out Dustin Poirier. And then the fight after, if he won that, he was going to get a title shot. But he got chinned. He got chinned by Max Holloway. I would have been really interested to see how that fight would have played out if Justin Gaethje didn't break his nose. But people forget, dude. I just convinced myself that Justin Gaethje is going to win this even more. Justin Gaethje, people forget one fight. He knocked out Dustin Poirier, and Dustin Poirier beat Dan Hooker. I know MMA math doesn't make sense, but Justin Gaethje is probably going to beat Dan Hooker, dude. Justin Gaethje probably is, and I can see a lot of people favoring Hooker since all the hype around him, and obviously all what Justin Gaethje has just been through. But I have Justin Gaethje. I think Justin Gaethje might knock out, dude. Both of these guys have power. It's just going to be whoever hits hard first. So Justin Gaethje's kicks are elite, like I said. Dan Hooker really doesn't have much other than his striking. So Justin Gaethje has those kicks. Justin Gaethje is a college level wrestler. Whether you want to count that or not, I mean, there's a clip of him against Eddie Alvarez where his body just physically rejects grappling. So obviously Justin Gaethje's not known for his grappling, but still, even if he has to pull that out of the backhand of his pocket, I think Justin Gaethje's landed one takedown in his UFC career. Justin Gaethje's probably going to end this fight. I think Justin Gaethje will land quicker, faster, and I can see it being a quick finish. Maybe in the first round. Maybe first round finish. Justin Gaethje hitting an overhand combo. It'll be like a clunky finish, like maybe an argument for Hooker not being fully out. That's my prediction for this card. Thank you, boys, for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Octagon Outpost out.